Kayshaun, Dr. Francis wishing you happy holidays. When you're looking for that perfect present to gift to those you love, look no further than Walmart. This year, joyfully and giftfully with the diversity of products created by Black entrepreneurs. This message is sponsored by Walmart.
Welcome to the Black Entrepreneur Experience podcast. Inside the business, buzz, and brilliance of Black entrepreneurs. Here's your host, Dr. Francis Richards.
This is a bonus episode. Thank you for joining us as we elevate the Black entrepreneur experience by interviewing CEOs, thought leaders, innovative thinkers, and Black entrepreneurs across the globe. I'm your host, Dr. Francis Richards, holistic wellness practitioner, Lean Six Sigma Greenbelt, owner of Renew You Body Butter. Welcome, Kayshaun Brooks.
Welcome. Thank you for having me, Dr. Francis. I'm so happy to be here.
I have given our audience such a brief bio. Why don't you fill in the gaps and share with our audience what you'd like them to know about you and your business?
Yes, as you said, I'm a holistic wellness practitioner, chronic pain warrior, skincare formulator, and owner of Renew You Body Butters. My company is a luxury skincare and holistic company where we provide plant and vegan products for those suffering from skin conditions like eczema, psoriasis, body acne, hyperpigmentation, things of that nature. And we have an amazing affiliate program for those looking to work from home, increase products into their retail space or service space. And we partner with men and women, mostly women, but there's 43 affiliates and we're just having an amazing time growing. We have a celebrity brand ambassador. And now, we've shifted over to helping other entrepreneurs start their own affiliate program as well.
Talk about this journey of starting your own body butter.
Okay, so it's personal. It goes back almost 15 years. Just as the Black culture and community, we're very familiar with like cocoa butter sticks or just the shea butter. I myself have suffered with eczema and other skin conditions. So that's what I was used to, grabbing some shea butter or cocoa butter. But my youngest son was diagnosed with eczema when he was maybe like 2 months old. And I thought I knew about eczema because of myself and my other son, he has psoriasis as well. But his was a horror story that I went on for the next 3 years. At the time, I was still working as a nurse in the medical field. So I was feeling a little bit conflicted trying to listen to what the doctor say, but the medications wasn't working. The steroids wasn't working. My son's skin was shredding, bleeding. He's getting infections. And I'm like, I'm feeling miserable as a mother. I'm feeling like a failure. And I was like, I got to get back. I got to get back into my roots. What did my grandmother teach me? What did I remember as a child I need? So I just deep dived into holistic healing. And it took me about 3 years, but that's how my first body butter came to be, because I was trying out all the different oils, the butters, the mixtures. Does organic work better than this? How does this mix together? And watching his skin and others for those years, I was like, okay, this is it. But I made my products for over 10 years before even coming out with my business, because a business wasn't I didn't see that. To me, I was just a mother just finding a solution for my son. And because his was so aggressive, he even has multiple types of eczema. I didn't even know there was different types and a person can have multiple types, but helping him over the years. And then it was like, okay, well, let me try this out for myself and for the family. So I did it for over a decade, but in 2018, I had a friend who opened up a store and she was giving small business owners the opportunity to put their products in the store, but you had to be legit, licensed, everything. And I was like, okay, Kayshaun, you've been doing this for over a decade for hundreds and, thousands of people. And I was selling my product. Believe me, I was selling it and giving it away. So I was making this, I should say, hobby money, but it was like, okay, let's make this official and do it. And I did it. And I'm glad I did, because who knew 6 months later I would not be working in the medical field anymore and would be solely dependent on my business. So it was just meant to be.
Talk about bringing a product to market.
Bringing up a product to market can be challenging if you don't know who you're serving and why you're serving. So for me, it was natural and easy because I had been doing it for a decade. So I knew who I was coming to serve. But along this journey, I kind of got a little confused, was going around different journeys and paths, trying to find my identity. And one of the reasons too was because my son didn't want me speaking about him. It was like, but how am I going to make this business work if I can't speak about you? But I had to respect his feelings. And that's when I started getting more into the mental and the emotional side of having these type of skin conditions. It opened up even things for me as a child that I went through. So, but it was all meant to happen because that's how I came up with the luxury side of my business, because it made me focus on, okay, I remember when I was a little girl and my grandmother and aunts used to always order from like Avon and things like that. And you see those little pretty gold tops and the creams and oils and stuff would smell so good. And, it's Sunday morning, everybody getting ready for church. I want to smell good. I want to be like everyone else's girl time. But for me, it was irritating to my skin. I would have reactions. I was getting burned. It was traumatizing, but I kept doing it because I wanted to be like everyone else. I was like, okay, this is how it all blended. I said, well, if I got to find an identity, because I was in my little glass jars with black and white labels when I stepped out in this business. And I was like, I want people to feel good when they're treating their skin, because I know what it's like. You go into Walmart, Walgreens, or CVS, whatever, and it looks like you feel like you're putting on medication all the time, whether if it's from a dermatologist, a doctor, or when you go down that aisle in the store. And I wanted people to feel beautiful, to feel sexy, to know that, okay, not only am I feeding my skin something therapeutic that's going to help me with this issue, but I get to feel luxury and beautiful and fit and feel good at the same time. So that's how I positioned myself of bringing my product to the market. And then after that, my son was like, okay, mom, and this was a couple of, not too long ago, but he was like, okay, mom, you can mention me again. Because he watched me, because he seen me doing all these interviews. He was like, okay, mom, I'm comfortable now, because now he's 13. He was like, it's okay for you to speak about me and mention me again. So it was like, okay, thank you, son. Now it's okay, a luxury skincare brand for those with these type of skin conditions, because you can feel luxurious and heal your skin at the same time, which goes into that play of the mental and emotional about dealing with these skin issues. So my product plays a role in all of that.
Talk about raising capital to start your business.
Oh, wow. So for me, that's been a little challenging, but that's what started my affiliate program. Raising capital for me, it was difficult because remember, like I said, who knew 6 months later I was going to not be working in the medical field and just depending on this. So I didn't have the funds, but I was looking for capital. And there's a lot of things that you have to get in place and your business has to be structured right. So I knew it was going to be a while. So I was like, okay, and it costs money. Well, what am I going to do in the meantime to get this capital or to be able to push products out there more to make my business grow? And just walking in alignment with God, one day this girl reached out to me and she was like, can I be your affiliate? And I'm like, long story short, what's an affiliate? I had to go back to some people who I knew on my team working with me behind. What's an affiliate? Why is this person asking me to do this? Why do they want to represent me and want me to do some commission? So I learned what it all was. And I was like, okay, I can do something with this. I've worked with plenty of networking marketing companies. I'm all like, I get to take everything that I've learned that I did like, didn't like, and this is going to help me bring in more capital, because it's not just me talking about my business, promoting my business, trying to make sales. It's someone else. All I have to do is just give a little bit. And it was a no-brainer to do that. So, but I have to let the person know, okay, I'm new. I'm figuring this out. If you willing to take this journey with me, let's go. And that was my way of building capital, of collaborating. And it took off. A year and a half later, 43 affiliates, one celebrity brand ambassador. My capital, that's my way of building up capital. And along the way, like I said, I was improving the business side. A lot of people think that it's always bad when you don't have sales in your business and they give up and they just want to just stop. But that gives you time to focus on behind the scenes in your business. Like, just because people want capital, your paperwork, your documentations, everything has to be in order. And I'm going to be brutally honest, and I've only told this a couple of times. Last summer, I applied for a PayPal grant. And I was a little, when you get into trying to get capital and grants and loans, it's a little bit intimidating, especially for new business owners, and you don't have no one to guide you. And I was just filling out stuff, not even really expecting for anything to happen. And PayPal awarded me $10,000. I had won the grant, but I didn't get it because I didn't have a business checking account. At that time, I was still running my business through my personal account. I didn't just see the importance of it, but that hurt, that stung so bad. To miss that is like, as bad as I needed that money, been working for it, applied for it. But you better believe after that happened, I went immediately and got my business checking account. And I think maybe about 4 or 6 months later, I ended up getting another grant from somewhere else. It was for half the amount of money, but it was like I learned from that lesson to get everything in order to be able to get capital, which I'm still in the process of doing.
Thank you for sharing that and being so authentic.
You're welcome.
Happy holidays to my fans, friends, and family of entrepreneurs. When you're looking for that just perfect present to gift to those you love, here's a piece of advice. Look no further than Walmart. Walmart has a huge selection of items ranging from toys to electronics to tech. But what's even more impressive to me, Walmart has a huge selection of items created by people just like you, from makeup to fashion to food and beyond. Walmart has that perfect gift just waiting for your special someone. Give the children in your life a doll that looks just like them. Have a teen who's all about hair and makeup. Create a beauty basket of Black products that are designed for her needs. Your best friend is looking to redo, updo, do new her space. Check out all the home decor Walmart has to offer from Black designers. This year, joyfully and giftfully with the diversity of products created by Black entrepreneurs. I'm Dr. Frances Richards, wishing you happy holidays. This message is sponsored by Walmart. There are so many brands and businesses that are dominating. Talk about a brand or a business that's dominating that you admire and why.
There's this skincare company called Vintage Daughter, and they're a plant-based luxury company. And I just recently found them about several months ago. And I admire that they take the time out to use high quality ingredients. It's all plant and natural-based products, and they're about teaching and educating you on your skin, on the products. And I just felt so in line with them because of personal health reasons, that's why I chose this path. I didn't just wake up one day. It was what was best for me to function, part of my title, Chronic Pain Warrior. But that company, I resonated so much, and I've been able to learn from them. And let me tell you how I found out about them. So I was in this room on Clubhouse, and it was a room full of other skincare makers and business owners. And we were talking about new products coming out. And I was like, I have my facial serum that I'm bringing out. And it was like, what are you going to price it at? And I was like, I feel led $99, $100 a bottle, because these are high quality ingredients. Like some people, rose oil, for example, that they use, it may cost $20, $30 at this little regular store. I'm not going to pin no one out, but where I go, the quality, because I know what it feels like to suffer with these conditions, or the mental and emotional side of it. I want results quickly. So mine's cost $2.95 a bottle. But anyway, I was still intimidated a little, because it was like, okay, I know I'm a luxury brand, but can I really bring out this serum? And this lady was like, Kayshaun, you can do it. Go look at this company, Vintage Daughter here. And oh my gosh, I went there. I fell in love immediately. They had a facial serum and theirs cost almost twice as much as mine. And I was like, I was about to straight lowball myself and go down to like $49 or something. And I immediately felt confident at the 90. I was like, I'm kind of lowballing myself a little bit, but it changed the way my mind was. And from then on, I've been following them. I'm learning from them in all different aspects. That's the company that inspires me.
Kayshaun, I want you to have a monologue. I want you to name the person, living or not, and this person has inspired you so much. Name that person, and who are you talking to, and what are you telling that person?
Hi, Katie Robinson. You were a woman wise beyond your years. And I am so happy that you stood strong and you always chose to be an example for women, for your family. And you could see things about us that we couldn't see in ourselves. And I would just want to tell you, thank you for continuing to speak through my thick, hard head and sending those messages. I want to say thank you, because it was something you told me over 20 years ago. And it was this year that I was like, okay, you were right. I didn't see it, but you were right. It was so many light bulbs going off. And I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you. And just that, you are a wonderful, magnificent woman. But I just have a whole nother level of love and respect. And that experience made me want to go back. Okay, what all did we talk about? What did she say? Let me try to remember some more of what my loving grandmother taught me. And I love you and I miss you. And I will see you on the other side in the kingdom of heaven when it's my time.
Amen. Thank you for sharing that. Talk about motherhood, managing a business, and money.
Okay, so for me, motherhood and my business is going hand in hand, because my children are very much involved. I wouldn't be where I'm at. This is a family business. And I say that because, in the beginning, parents, you out doing your parent thing. You're not really thinking about the kids, but they were there in the beginning, helping me go to vendor events, making the products, bottling it. But in 2018, a drunk driver hit me on the freeway at 85 miles an hour. And then 56 days later, the prison that I was working at, as I was walking through the electronic gates, they malfunctioned and crushed me. So my life has forever been changed since then. So I physically have needed my children to help me, with this business as I'm going through therapy. And last year, like, oh my gosh, I really thought my business was going to go down, because I had a little cancer scare. I was really sick, losing all this weight. They found some tumors in me. And I was bedridden for almost 8 months of this, partially last year and this year. And while I was bedridden, I needed them. I needed their support. That's when I was solely just depending on my affiliate program, because I couldn't go to work. I couldn't do nothing. I was by myself. It was a very scary, dark time. It was like, God, how am I going to survive? I mean, I couldn't walk. I couldn't do anything. And you would think all the people who I've helped for decades, of when I was working 80 hours a week for like 10 years, 10, 15 years, working 4 jobs, where did everyone go? Like, I can't believe this. Like, I'm supposed to be trying to be positive, thinking happy thoughts that like I don't have cancer, but instead, but at that time, I got to try to be a mother, get through this pain, not give up on life. But they were there. They stuck by me day after day, helping me out of the bed to the bathroom, cooking, making the product. They are a part of this 100%. And they've grown in this business. We just did our first major event, which is at the White Label World Expo. And that's an invite only event. And I was so proud to take the pictures. And when I was posting about them, to know that my kids, they were here with me, that it was people who flew in from across the country who I had never met face to face, who I just met on this journey, which I understand now it was meant for everyone to abandon me because it brought my kids and I closer. I had to let God lead me on this journey to find these people. Who does that? Who comes, spends a week with someone in a whole nother state and I'm not paying them. I didn't pay for anything, but it was just them and my kids. And it was just like, oh my God, I can't believe what is going on, when just 3 years ago, I was just trying to be the biggest and baddest person at the vendors at a farmer's market. But family is so important to me because I wouldn't be here without them. And it's just been very beautiful. I'm just blessed that they want to be a part and they want to help. And it's turning their entrepreneur engines going.
And Kayshaun, was the White Label Conference in Las Vegas?
Yes.
That's where we met.
Okay. Yes.
And for our listeners going, what? Kayshaun and I were trying to figure out how did we connect. I was also at that conference. So that's why that whole conference was just amazing.
It was. And let me tell you how I got invited. So I had just got diagnosed. We didn't know what was going on. And I was just like, God, what am I going to do? I just started going live a lot. And someone was like, have you heard of Clubhouse before? It's an audio app. And they was like, I know everything is switching, but you can talk from the bed. I mean, you can do that. That's what I did. And they found me on there and they heard me, they watched me, and they were like, we want you here. And I'm all like, me? Like, not me. I'm too little. I just started. I just made this up and you impressed by this, but it was meant for me to stop what I was doing, to go through this journey, because I ended up being invited. I was a speaker. I was featured in their magazine 3 times. I did an interview there. They featured my products. They featured me on their website. I wrote for their blog. It was just like, who knew all of that would happen just from this little simple invite? But apparently I had needed to be in the bed to get that invite. But because I wouldn't have been on Clubhouse, I would have kept doing what I thought I was supposed to do. But God had a different plan.
That's an awesome story. Is there a social cause connected to your company?
I donate to several nonprofits, and that's a part of my networking and collaboration as well. Like, who just contacted me the other day? I can't think of the name, but because I do it with several of them, and I don't want to say the wrong one and someone's feelings get
No, that's
hurt.
okay.
Okay, but they come with whatever budget that they have, and they tell me what they need. And this is a part of me giving back. Like, for example, they was like, okay, I have $100, but we're doing this with the homeless. What can you do? And I was like, okay, I can do this, and this, and it will be shipped out on Monday. Now, it's $100 that they're giving me, but I'm going to be sending like $300 worth of product. So I do things like that with about 5 different nonprofits.
Okay, thank you for that.
You're
What
welcome.
is the best advice you were ever given?
The best advice that I was given was to set boundaries and practice self-care. That was the best advice, because for many, many years, I didn't do that. And I can see that's what contributed to me being bedridden last year, because I never set no boundaries, and I wasn't practicing self-care. And God put me in a position where he was like, okay, ain't nobody around you. The people who you want around you, not around you. All you can do is listen to me and get in tune with yourself. I was like partially in a little battle with the doctors during my downtime because they were trying to force me to have hysterectomy. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. And I won, but I had to listen to my body. I had to meditate and get in tune and practice self-care. And once I did that, things started to fall in alignment, and setting boundaries in doing that as well. And as I saw things changing rapidly, I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't wasted half my life not choosing self-care and setting boundaries. And now that I have, I'm thriving so much more. I'm becoming the woman that God wants me to be, that he has ordained for me to be, and I was running from it because I was too busy not setting boundaries and not choosing me, which when you do that, you position yourself to be a blessing to others. You be able to do more, give more. Like, when I first came out, I had no thought of collaborating with a bunch of nonprofits, but because I took that time to set boundaries and do self-care, things like that get to manifest.
What can we do right now to support your business?
Right now, there's a couple of things you can do. You could subscribe to my website, which is www.renewubodybutter.com. You could, subscribe to the website so that you can stay and receive our newsletters to know all about those skin conditions that I mentioned, eczema, psoriasis. You want to learn about our sales and just to stay in communication. Get on our VIP list, things of that. I do have a Facebook community about treating eczema with natural solutions. That's a way that you can stay in contact with me, and something that you can do as well. But if you know someone who may need our products, or someone who is looking to work from home or looking to put some products in their business, send them to our website. You're more than welcome to email me, DM me, message me. I am open for communication.
Kayshaun, if you conducted this interview, what is the one question you would have asked yourself? I want you to answer the question, but I first want you to ask the question.
Kayshaun, why do you continue to do what you do? Why haven't you stopped? And my answer is because I don't have no choice. When you're given no choice but to go forward and walk in alignment with God, there's no other way to do that. And I say that because there's been plenty of times that I wanted to give up. But like I said, those crazy accidents put me in like the twilight zone where I couldn't go get a job. I couldn't get disability. So when I was sick of this business and was like, it's too hard, I'm tired of this. And it was like, well, what you gonna do? You can't go out and go get no job. So you just gonna sit there and lay there. So it was like, I have to keep going because I have no choice. Like if I stop the business, everything that I make, I'm still going to make it because I need to use it. My kids need to use it. What I'm going to do, stop making it. And then we go back to suffering like how we were. So that's part of my why. And because I don't want others to go through what I went through. Where was I at in 2009 suffering with my child? Where was I at when I was having all these type of skin issues and no one was out there willing to talk about it and educate me and help me? So that is why I continue to do it.
I'm Dr. Francis, wishing you happy holidays. When you're looking for that perfect present to gift to those you love, look no further than Walmart. This year, joyfully and giftfully with the diversity of products created by Black entrepreneurs. This message is sponsored by Walmart. We We've come to the part of our interview. It's called Fun Facts Lightning Round. I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and I want you to give me very quick answers. If there's something you desire not to answer, feel free to say pass. Are you ready for the Fun Facts Lightning Round?
Yes.
Your first job.
I was working by high school, Castlemont High School, and we were putting together a garden, an agriculture garden where we had to break the ground and everything. That was my first job.
Your favorite color.
Blue.
The last movie you saw.
The Madam C.J. Walker movie.
You relax doing what?
Listening to music.
Your favorite singer or rapper.
My favorite singer is Whitney Houston.
Your favorite dance song.
I used to dance a lot, so I don't have a favorite one. I like a lot.
What food you eat every week, no matter what?
Vegetables.
Your favorite month?
August.
Workout or hit the couch?
Workout.
Kayshaun Brooks, thank you so much for joining us on Black Entrepreneur Experience Podcast. Before we let you go, why don't you share with our audience the best way for them to connect with you and do business with you? And feel free to leave all your social media handles.
Yes, the best way to contact me is at www.renewubodybutter.com. You can message me there. You can contact me, subscribe to our website. And just the same, our social media handles is Renew You Body Butters across the board on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, and you can follow me on LinkedIn as well under Kayshaun Brooks.
Thank you, Kayshaun. That's a wrap.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for listening and subscribing to Black Entrepreneur Experience. We would love for you to leave a review and rating on iTunes and share with your friends. For show notes and more episodes, go to www.beepodcast.com. Join us next Wednesday, and remember, green is the new black. So keep your bank accounts and your business in the black.